Welcome back to Colliers Reserve Country Club. We're about to open the golf course in 2 weeks after a 6-month restoration. Let's go take a look, tell you all about it, and what to expect. On behalf of the golf maintenance team, we're excited to announce the opening of the golf course on Monday, November 1st. Now don't forget to join us for the sneak peek early celebration at the practice area on Thursday, October 28th. We'll have some putting, chipping, and some delicious barbecue for you. And our architect, Steve Forrest from Hills Forrest Smith, will also be present for that celebration. All right, so to recap the summer project, we did greens, tees, fairways and rough, bunkers and waste areas, lake banks, and drainage. Now let's talk about these areas in a little more detail and what to expect. Now the greens grass that we went with is TifEagle Bermuda grass. That's the same variety of greens grass that we had on our greens before. The growing has gone very well on these greens. We still have a little bit of healing to do on some edges, but we're about 90% coverage on all the greens. Now they're going to be a little slow at first. The greens are still feeding off that growing fertilizer, but we will continue to mow them down and speed them up as we get into the cooler months here into season. Now we also installed a greens barrier system around all of our greens. Now this system is an 8-inch deep plastic track which serves as a barrier between the green surface and the green's collar. Now that plastic track allows us to insert a metal disc into the track and cut a sharp edge around the green perimeter on a weekly basis. This greens barrier system also keeps any Bimini Bermuda grass stems from encroaching onto our TifEagle greens. And this will allow the golf maintenance team to maintain the size and purity of our new greens for decades to come without the loss of putting surface. Now this greens barrier system is a discreet and effective solution for this encroachment issue, which makes it very popular among our Southwest Florida golf courses, especially down here where we grow year-round. Now the tees are Bimini Bermuda grass, the same as our fairways and our roughs. You'll notice that we've been mowing our tees down. You can see a little bit of scalp on there. That's telling the tees to start growing more laterally as opposed to vertically, which is going to fill in the tees, make them nice and tight as we move forward in the season. And also we're following with sand top dressing to fill in any low spots on the tees. And we'll continue to sand top dress throughout the season. Now, as you might recall, the fairways and rough were tilled and graded and smoothed and then shaped by our shaper and also our architects to give a lot more character and a lot more hitting options out here on the golf course. You'll notice that especially on fairways like number 6 that used to be very flat, and now we've got some nice rolling mounds going on throughout the fairway, really giving it some nice character. Now, by tilling the golf course the way we did, we were able to break up over 25 years of built-up organic matter. Now, that's not only going to make your fairways much firmer this season, but it's also going to help us with drainage in the long term. Now, with our new course, we're asking that everyone please be mindful of our 90-degree cart rule this season. Now, we may need to go cart path only on a few holes as they continue to mature and the root system develops, but we will make that determination on an as-needed basis. Now our bunkers have been restored with rolled grass faces and new angular bunker sand. Now this new angular sand provides superior drainage after heavy rain washouts. This summer we were blown away by how little washouts we actually had in these bunkers. Part of that's the grass rolled faces, but a big part of that is the sand. And our golf pro Andrew Black and I have been working together, taking shots, dialing in the playability and the proper feel of these bunkers. And we'll make adjustments along the way to get these bunkers better and better as we go through this season. Now we're gonna have a few blemishes out there. Anytime you go through a complete renovation, you usually come out 90% complete coverage. There's gonna be a few areas you'll see on our later holes like 16 and 18 that still have a couple little spots to grow in. And then really where you'll see some spots that stand out you'll see sod work where we recently installed additional drainage lines throughout the golf course. So once we were at the tail end of the grow-in, we were able to get back on the hole, drive the hole, see what it's like after a few rain events. And it was an opportunity for us to look at those areas and say, okay, you know what, this is good, but it could be better. So let's add some basins here, let's add some additional drainage lines here, and so on. So we made the decision, hey, we're gonna have to look at some sod for a little bit, but that'll heal in. Let's jump on it now. This is our opportunity for the long term to do as much as we can to make this golf course as perfect as possible. Now also, please be aware that we are wrapping up some landscaping out on the golf course. We've got some landscape going in on the berm on hole number 15, the screen 15 from the range, as well as miscellaneous areas on the golf course. We've got our pine straw and mulch application next week. We're really excited for that. We all know how good that looks and how special that is here at the club. And if you pass by golf maintenance building, we are still in the process of cleaning up the debris, all the landscape debris generated from this summer. It's been non-stop the entire summer, and we will have that cleaned up very quickly. So we apologize for that little bit of an eyesore, but we will have that cleaned up shortly. Now, of course, I also want to thank our team. I mean, it's incredible to think that we started this project just over 6 months ago. The amount of work and effort that our entire staff has put in has just been absolutely incredible. And we are continuing to push from before sunrise to sunset every day to bring you the best possible golfing experience we can. So thank you to my staff for their dedication, all of their hard work. If you see a staff member out there, please just take a moment to say thank you. And we're so excited to have everyone back and to show everybody all of our hard work and this beautiful, beautiful design that you have out here now at Colliers Reserve. It's absolutely incredible, and we can't wait to share it with everyone. So see you soon.